Inshallah ta'ala. First, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to everyone. Welcome to our first session in explaining and having understanding of the knowledge of the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This particular course is of the utmost importance for every Muslim because having knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the foundation of what it is that makes us Muslim and what it is that we believe. And without this knowledge, a person will never be able to move and navigate through the dunya in a way that will lead them to have felicity, happiness, and success in this world and in the hereafter. The scholars say, "Sharaful ilm bi sharafil ma'lum," that the nobility of a science is according to the nobility of what is known in that science or what is studied in that science. So, because in this particular topic or this particular subject we are discussing the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the greatest in status, the highest in status, the most supreme in status. Because of this knowledge is the greatest knowledge, the knowledge of the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Specifically, this topic, we also sometimes call it aqidah or creed or belief. Of course, aqidah, the science of Islamic aqidah, which we've taught many times or covered many times here at Mecca Center, it's not limited to just learning about the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Of course, that is the first thing that is studied in aqidah, in the science of Islamic belief. But you also learn about, for example, the attributes of the prophets, what is necessary for them, what is impossible for them, what is possible for them. A person will also learn about the angels, the other articles of faith that a Muslim has to believe in, a person has to believe in. Of course, all of that is important, and all of that a Muslim must believe in correctly. And this is taken from the hadith. The Prophet ﷺ, when he was asked about, when he was asked about iman, about faith, the Prophet ﷺ said, "And tu'mina billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rasulihi wa tu'mina bil qadri khayrihi wa sharrihi." The Prophet ﷺ said that faith, iman, is to believe in Allah and His angels and His books and the day of resurrection. To believe in Allah and His angels and His books and His prophets and messengers and the day of resurrection and then the destiny of good and evil being from Him. As such, in order for someone's faith to be valid, for someone's iman to be correct, a person has to learn this knowledge, right? In the same way, for someone's prayers to be valid, they have to learn how to pray. For someone's fasting to be valid, they have to learn how to fast. For someone's wudu to be valid, ablution, they have to learn how to perform ablution. In the same way, for someone's iman, for their faith, for their creed, for their doctrine to be valid, they also have to learn it as well. They have to learn it from knowledgeable and trustworthy teachers or from qualified books in this science. So here the objective is to learn about the attributes and the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that have been mentioned in the Quran, in the Sunnah, and hopefully this will be a means by which a person can learn what it is the correct belief about the attributes and names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what it is that a person has to believe in terms of having correct faith about Him and His names. And of course, the more a person learns about the attributes and the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this will, spiritually speaking, help them become a better servant. This will make them increase in their worship. This will make them increase in their awe and in their in reverence and submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this subject is not only beneficial from a creedal aspect, but also from a spiritual aspect. The more a person learns about the attributes and names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the more a person will be closer to Him, Azza wa Jalla.